Hey everybody, this is Texas Tiger Digs again. Just when you thought it was safe to get back in the water, another box opening. Here we go. You guys know I've got the variety of coils for the Coil Tech. I've got the larger and smaller coil for the AT Pro, and so what have I got left? I got the Teknetics and the Fisher. So hopefully what I've done here is to kill two birds with one stone. I have, of course, the Teknetics T2 and the Fisher F19. Both machines I like, and both very good in their own way. So I'm going to just open this box, and this is going to be a new coil that will hopefully take care of both. But you know, that'll only time will tell. So here we go. Alright. Now this arrived yesterday, and I'm just now opening it, and it is a unusual looking coil. Hey guys, you know, I do parks mostly, you know, until something else comes along. I'm going to be hooking up with some guys and trying to get out and do a little relic stuff in the near future. But who knows if or when that will turn out. Because I'm basically a lone wolf kind of detector. And I don't have I used to live in a small town. I would have had a huge and wonderful time detecting that area. And it's just with my regrets that availability is gone. Moved years, decades ago, and all of the old family land that was there is gone, and now there are hotels and supermarkets and etc. there. So I'm not going to be detecting there. And of course they reworked and re-architected the outside, or the general terrain, so God knows how much field dirt is between me and some, probably would have been some great finds there. In any case, this is for the Teknetics T2, and it is not light. It is a 15-inch coil, and it is the coil for the, it is the vendor's coil. I don't always buy vendor coils. And with Garrett, I do, but with Tesoro I do. But they also have a good third-party vendors I just haven't used yet. But with my Fisher F19, I think one of my coils is a nail coil. It came from the Ukraine. And this is the T2 coil. Pretty firm and pretty heavy coil. Alright, but basically what I'm hoping with this is that it can function at least marginally. It's built for the T2. Hopefully it can function at least marginally with the F19. Now the F19 is a higher kilohertz machine than the T2, so I'm not sure if that's going to make a big difference. You know, of course, when you talk to the vendor, they're always going to say, well, you need to buy the specific coil for the specific machine because it takes care of all of its peculiarities, etc. And yeah, and I'm sure that's right to some degree, because if you make things too interchangeable, you're going to cost yourself money, and these companies are not in the business to cost themselves money. So let me release this little cuff, and it's a large, sturdy looking, and of course it does have a coil cover. Usually the large coils, when you get them from either the primary, or of course from a secondary or a third-party vendor, they almost always come with coil covers, and so that's cool. So I'm probably going to get out in the next day or two and try this out. Who knows, maybe today. Either I will tack onto the back of this particular video with the actual practical use of it, or I will bring a video out very shortly with its use. I had some other plans this week with some other machines, but I did want to get this coil home and in place, and I'm tempted to take the coil cover off and use the old spray-on plastic dip thing. If it's all according to how heavy it feels when I take it out. You know, got a swing aid, and I'm a big guy, not that weak, so I really don't have trouble swinging large coils for at least a limited amount of time. A couple of hours, I could probably swing darn near anything for an hour and a half to 2 hours, but so we'll see how that works. In any case, that's what I've got right now. Guess I will go ahead and try it out on the T2 and just see if I can get a look at and feel for the balance. And so I'm going to do that right now, and I will restart the video when I get it mounted. Alright guys, here we go. I have mounted the big coil on the T2, and I don't know, when I look at if you look at this is the Coil Tech, which is also a 15-inch in circumference drive, though the T2 does look larger. I think it's just because its arms are thicker, and weirdly enough, the geometry is about the same. They all have these little spires, or these three fingers from either side hooking out to the large coil. That's probably the best way structurally to get it going, I would assume the engineers had decided. In any case, and I've got currently I've got the Safari somewhat shrunk down. I've got the shafts not fully extended, so that's why you got the stumpy looking Safari, and the tall and sleek T2. Like I said, when you look at this T2 and you look at this big coil, it's not really a graceful looking setup. I'm not sure if looking at with a 15-inch coil is ever graceful looking. But I've had a 15-inch coil on a 705 and a 305, so I'm used to this little at the top, big on the bottom type of setup. So you know, that's basically the configuration. I'll actually be able to use it today. By the way, guys, I have these large coils. I don't use large coils all the time, so you don't have to ask me where's my stock coil or where's the small coil. I know where they are, and I will use them in the environments that I think they would best fit. So now, I thought about going out with the Coil Tech. I've been using the AT Pro, so I'm probably I might actually go out with the Teknetics today. Anyway, we'll see, and you'll see you know, a test video with the large, really heavy coil, and we'll see how that works. In any case, this is Texas Tiger Diggs, and I'm going to call it quit for this morning and see if I can get out and do a little detecting in the near future, like in the next hour or so. I will talk to you later.